got your 5-minute gun, and now it's time to go boat racing. Here's who will be racing in the winner-take-all championship heat presented for Seafair by Albert Lee Appliance. It will be the U1, the Home Street Bank, driven by Jimmy Shane. The U9, Les Schwab Tires, driven by Andrew Tate. The U11, Mr. Julio presents J&D's. That's Tom Thompson behind the wheel. The U12, Graham Trucking with J. Michael Kelly. The U16, oh boy, Alberto, J.W. Myers in the cockpit. The U21, Albert Lee Appliance, that's Brian Perkins. And the trailer boat will be the Car Star, powered by Miss Rock. The U99.9, just coming out onto the race course. And the driver there is Greg Hopp. We've got, did you count them up?
They are all there. You've got all the 7 noses are out on the race course. Shane, Tate, Thompson, Kelly, Myers, Perkins, Hopp. Buckle up, Seattle, here we go. Our love affair is going to come to a pinnacle right here. Championship heat. Mark, these guys have already got their radio guys in their ears telling them exactly where every other boat is on the race course. And we're inside 4 minutes now to our start.
And we've seen these simulated starts where the drivers are using their timing marks. They know exactly where they want to be and where they need to be. We got Brian Perkins shadowing J. Michael Kelly halfway up the backstretch.
And all of the boats have had a run up the backstretch now, so they have felt that breeze. They have felt that little bit of wind that they're going to face, and it's a fairly substantial breeze, and they have felt it as Jimmy Shane comes down to the lower corner here in the Miss Home Street, the predominantly powder blue boat, and he cuts the race course. Here comes Andrew Tate down toward the lower corner here. He is on the outside of J.W. Myers, and is Myers going to cut the course? He did.
Yep, he'll go to the backstretch. He will beat Andrew Tate around, but we're still a long ways away from having sorted out the lane number 1. But J.W. Myers looks like he's going dead in the water.
Got to pick it up.
He's just going to let Tate go by.
Keep it about 80 all the time. Again, just don't do anything fast with that throttle.
So clearly that's going to be his warning. So he is going to have to make sure he stays up over 80 miles an hour. 230 to the start of our final heat.
J. Michael Kelly in lane 1 coming down. Right behind him is Jimmy Shane in the Home Street, Miss Home Street, and he's going to cut the corner now.
Going to be popping out in front of you. Do not worry. Stick to your numbers.
When you come out of the turn, you're going to see Shane. That's the boat right in front of you. He cut the course, and he is now ahead of you and inside of you, coming up on 210. 210 to the start of our final. There goes Tom.
Watch Tommy on your right side. Turn a little sharper, a little sharper, a little sharper.
Side.
2 minutes.
That was close.
That was close. 2 minutes. Oh, and Tate hit a buoy.
Hit the buoy.
Tate hit the buoy. Oh, my goodness. Now.
The question is whether he was forced into that buoy by the Julio, Mr. Julio.
The other call is going to be whether or not the buoy is dislodged.
It went up in the air.
We're looking for, we've got 21 in. Watch the 11 next to you. That's a good move. Go, you're going to drive all the way down, 11's next to you.
Straight away. And it looks like J.W. Myers is coming down here with 125. He is in lane 1. Jimmy Shane right now is just outside of him in lane number 2. We're monitoring the official radios. Kelly is coming up behind our 2 first boats down here.
Actually, Brad,
3.
it is Brian Perkins in lane 1.
It
Shane
is
right
Perkins.
next to him in lane 2. And up comes Mark I knew I was going to do that. Andrew Tate.
It is.
All into the corner with you. 16 is late, just crossing the start-finish line.
But he's still going to be behind everybody if he does. He may come all the way down, and he's going to. Inside 1 minute, Mark.
This is the run for the start. Brian Perkins has got lane number 1, and he's out there all by himself. He's a little bit early. It looks like maybe Andrew Tate's going to try to slide inside.
He's got Shane with him.
Yeah,
Shane is right with him.
Yeah, Shane is outside him. Right deck to deck with him as they come to the entrance to that north turn on the Ted Jones race course. Everybody's slowing down just a little bit. They got to stay up above 80 miles an hour. They are 28 seconds away from the start. Early.
Perkins right now is in 1. Shane is in 2. Tate is in 3. Kelly is in 4. In 5 is going
15.
to be J.W. Myers. They come off the exit pin down toward the start-finish line with 10 seconds until the start. You've got 5 boats lined up. We're inside 10. And we're 5, 4, 3, 2,
It's going to be close.
1. Mark. And we are racing, and the first boat to break the clock is J. Michael Kelly with air into the water, air into the boat. He's going to get down here first? But Mark Allen, he's got a lot of speed off to his left.
We got to get through this turn real clean with everybody. Brian Perkins on the inside, everybody else hidden in the rooster tail, and it's Jimmy Shane who comes off first. On the outside is J. Michael Kelly, who got 3 boats within about 2 boat lengths of each other, and Andrew Tate is in the mix too. He's halfway up the backstretch now. 3 of them going side by side, heading to the north turn. Lap number 1 of 5 times around. Jimmy Shane in the lead. He's got J. Michael Kelly to his outside. He's got Brian Perkins on his inside. They're coming off the north turn.
Oh, there's Andrew. There you go. All right. Stick with them. Let's go. Let's go. 3 of you guys.
To deck, and in the middle between those 2 boats we saw Shane, we saw Kelly. Tate is in between them. Here comes Shane. He's got the lead. He's got about 2 boat lengths on Andrew Tate, and then it's Kelly a boat length back. Tate flies it as they get to the corner. Remember, we go 5 times around, Mark.
They're all flying the boats. Everybody's right side was lifted up as they came to the south turn entrance buoy, but it's Shane who's off the turn first, and then it's Andrew Tate and J. Michael Kelly in the mix. Brian Perkins in the out.
Get down there. He is coming. 2 boat lengths.
Halfway up the backstretch, they are absolutely screaming. These must be 151 or 2 mile an hour laps at the apex of the north turn. It's Jimmy Shane, then it's J. Michael Kelly, and they are all together with Andrew Tate in the middle. Here they come, Brad.
Coming off to come down and complete.
5 laps and chasing down. Keep after it. Keep after it.
He has dropped back a little bit now in third. This is turning into a 2-boat run, and right now it belongs to Jimmy Shane in the U1, the home street. Man, they're packing a lot of air. And there's the left side of Tate. He picks it up, but he's still only about 4 boat lengths behind Jimmy Shane, Mark.
Big turn, and J. Michael Kelly has moved to the inside. He's going to try to run down Jimmy Shane and Andrew Tate, but he's not making much ground through the south turn. 1 rooster tail separates Jimmy Shane in the home street and Andrew Tate in the Les Schwab. Tate's not letting him go. J. Michael Kelly a couple rooster tails behind, but they are flying the boats. Andrew Tate and Jimmy Shane. Lap number 3, they are at the apex of the north turn. The big yellow buoy looming, and he will go around. That's Jimmy Shane, takes him really wide. Now, not as wide as I thought. They're coming to you, Brad.
They will come down and put lap number 3 in the books with 2 to go. This is a replay of our final heat from exactly 1 year ago, except the positions are reversed. Last year was Andrew Tate on the inside. Boy, did Shane fly. He flew the home street. A lot of air underneath the boat. Tate was able to make up a little bit of ground, but Jimmy Shane is opening up watermark. Not very much, but he's adding a boat length or 2 on each lap.
And the 2 of them are running away from J. Michael Kelly and Brian Perkins in 4th place, but up the backstretch, we are on lap number 4.
You're catching him. You're catching him.
End of this lap, Andrew Tate is starting to close in on Jimmy Shane. Halfway up the backstretch, coming to the north turn. Entrance pin. Apex. The 2 of them are side by side, only about 4 or 5 boat lengths apart, and they're looking at a white flag, Brad, as they come to you.
Okay, so they're going to come down and complete lap number 4. There is 1 more to go. This is for the bell, and Shane once again flies the boat, and he's having to pull his foot when he does, and Tate is saving ground. He's closer than he was. Man, are they flying. Tate is going to pull alongside. They are dead even at the entrance pit. This is the final lap, Mark. Bring him home.
All around the south turn, it's Jimmy Shane coming off first side by side with Andrew Tate. And now you can see Andrew Tate has passed Jimmy Shane 1 boat length. 1 boat length is all that separates them. They are half a lap away from the championship here at the Albert Lee Seafair Cup. And it is Andrew Tate, but he's on the outside. Jimmy Shane is going to have to make a really good turn in order to overtake him. About 3 boat lengths as they come to the exit of the north turn. Brad.
Down here, fly, let's go, get down here.
Race off the corner. Tate held Shane in tight, and it is going to be Andrew Tate. He did it. He is going to come down and take the checkered flag. He did it. Andrew has come back and won 2 in a row.
Copy TSQ on the 9.
For hitting the buoy on the back chute during the warm-up, dislodged the buoy.
It just turned. The turn judge just called the ref and told him we hit a buoy. Radio in, that was to avoid an accident.
Oh my goodness!
Well, that was a whale of a race. J. Michael Kelly will be 3rd in the Graham Trucking. Brian Perkins will be 4th in the Albert Lee Appliance. 5th will be the Mr. Julio Presents J&Ds. Tom Thompson, 6th, will go to J.W. Myers, and we're looking at the Car Stars, powered by Miss Rock, will come off the turn and head down, and will finish 7th. My goodness.
We say it every year, but the final heat at Seafair never ceases to amaze and put on a great show. That absolutely was as good as you're going to get. I have to go back to the milling period, however, when Andrew Tate popped the buoy. And we're monitoring the official radio, but clearly Tate ran that final heat as if he knew he was legal and he was giving it a go. But what a final. The boats are going to come back to the pit area. A year ago, Andrew Tate shocked the boat racing world with a win on Lake Washington. He has, at least unofficially, just done it again with one of the best drives we have ever seen on Lake Washington, coming from behind as he did.
Congratulations to Home Street Bank and Jimmy Shane.
This is incredible. Obviously, this is not the way I wanted to be up here. How did you guys feel about that final heat? That is what a boat race is supposed to look like. So, thank you guys for coming and supporting Seafair. This is what it's all about. This is the pinnacle of racing right here. And I'm just honored to be in this position. So, I would obviously like to first and foremost thank my wife, Bianca Shane, and my 2 boys for letting me do this. My parents are here supporting me. They've been so supportive through my entire life, and they're the main reason why I'm standing here right here, holding another Seafair trophy. So thank you to my parents for all your support. Next, I have to thank, obviously, my wonderful sponsor, Home Street Bank. Mark Mason's here, and I think everybody standing up there has to thank them extra, because Mark has stepped up, and Home Street Bank has really been one of the biggest supporters of our sport in the last 2 years. So thank you to Mark, thank you to Home Street Bank, thank you for letting me run a blue boat. I appreciate it very much. And lastly, I would just love to thank my crew, my team. They work on the boat tirelessly, endlessly, to give me the best equipment that they can to put me in up here on this stage with the first place Seafair trophy. So thank you to them, and I'll let Mark say a little bit, but I love Seafair. This is an honor. Thank you all for everything. I love you all.